I'm Deletraz, 26 years old from Switzerland, a professional racing driver in European Le Mans Series, World Endurance Championship and IMSA. The season so far has been very good. We're currently leading the European Championship, also the World Championship, and my team is leading with Acura in the number 10 in America, so we cannot complain.
You put on the camera, maybe it works, no?
No.
That's great.
The lifestyle is for sure different because you don't get to see family and friends so often because we're traveling so much.
Not sure that's the best angle of me.
I would say there is also like two kinds of family because there's my real family, which is in Switzerland, and the racing family. You create links with your teammates, with your friends, with your team. But seeing my friends and family in Switzerland, it's not often. You have to sacrifice for this sport, but obviously I'm happy in it, and when I'm home I try to spend as much time as possible with them. This is the first time that we're in Aragon with the European Championship. It's extremely hot here, around 38 to 40 degrees every day. We're struggling in the car. The track is super fun, but obviously with those heat it's a big challenge for the cars and drivers. The biggest challenge in this season, especially in this championship, is we are in the so-called Pro-Am category. Sally, my teammate, is a bronze driver, so an amateur, that's how you call it. But he's very strong, and our aim is to fight with the overall leaders. And currently we're leading the overall championship against the pro car, so we're like big-time underdog. And we're managing it so far, so this is really cool, but also super tough. Yeah, this is where Sally had his crash today. He was pushing the limits. I guess bottomed out on this curb here. It's quite rough. And he lost it and went on the inside wall. Obviously quite a bit of damage, but you know, just testing, it's free practice. We're here for that. The practice has been pretty tough for us actually. We're normally very strong, and this weekend we're struggling a bit more with the car, I would say. We have the balance of the car is very oversteered, the rear axle of the car is moving, sliding. And yeah, my teammate unfortunately had a crash in FP1, which delayed us, but the team did a fantastic job. They repaired the car, so it's like brand new again and ready to race. But yeah, we still managed to get pole position. We're fighting definitely in front, but it's not an easy weekend so far.
Has started for LMP2 Pro-Am.
We get going finally with 15 minutes of LMP2 Pro-Am qualifying.
Calf is good, feels strong. We've been improving. It's definitely still difficult. I don't think we're the strongest, but we're getting in the window we want. And I mean, the temperature dropped massively. It was so hot last days, and today for the race is cooler. So obviously it affects the car. We don't know exactly how, but I'm confident.
A wonderful start to the season from a qualifying perspective for that young man, Sally Jolic, and that for me is going to be 3 pole positions in a row for the first half of the European Le Mans Series.
The qualifying was great, actually fantastic because Sally did the pole position. It's his third in a row, so it's 3 times in a row in pole position. Sally always has to qualify by regulation, and every time you put pole position you get a point. So being the overall leader in the European Championship right now, an extra point is always good and helps us to keep it. No, autograph session is great. I mean, it's a good way to connect with fans, good way to have spectators closer to us, closer to the cars. I think, you know, a lot of people forget that in this sport without fans and without spectators, it will not work. We do racing, and racing works because people like it. So I think it's very nice to be able to share it. Before the race starts, you obviously try to make calm in your head, try to be in your own bubble, not to be disturbed by by people, fans, or really focus on the job. And yeah, try to not make too many plans, just focus on the driving and be as good as possible.
And for the first time ever, the European Le Mans Series is about to get rolling for round 3 of the 2023 season here at Aragon. And in the LMP3 Pro-Am division, it is Louis Deletraz, Sally Jolic and Charlie Eastwood who lead the championship after a truly spectacular drive from Louis Deletraz in the closing stages of Le Castellet, where he had next to no front left tyre left on that car.
Absolutely shredded.
Well, he was the real star for me last time out at Le Castellet, Louis Deletraz.
The race was very hectic. I think to start with, this weekend we didn't have the strongest car. It was a weak track for us. The car was very difficult to drive. Sally still managed to go on pole position in class and have a decent first run. We lost a bit of time, but we got very lucky with the safety car at the first hour, which brought us back into the fight. Charlie had a strong stint, and then I got into the car. We were fighting back our way into the top 5.
All of a sudden, the big guy upstairs has painted everything gold.
So, looking glorious.
We had ongoing issues with the starter motor, which started to be slower and slower. Every time we stopped pressing the button, the car was not starting, or very slowly.
Oh, is there a problem here with the 34 car? Fire extinguisher being summoned. Can't see the right hand side. Is that a brake fire? Because it was certainly aimed at that part of the car.
No light in the belly, no lights, trouble.
Extinguisher again being called, but not needed on this occasion.
Disaster for the car that has dominated this class.
And unfortunately, on the last stop for me, the car basically did not start. Just died, and we had to go back into the garage to repair, and we lost our lead into the race and a lot of points for the championship.
Louis Deletraz is going to be distraught about this. Anything, any drama can happen. Who would have believed that?
For sure, it bothers me that this happens because, you know, we're losing valuable points, and the year is much easier if this doesn't happen. But of course, now I feel very disappointed. I feel like we lost something as a team and a big opportunity. But it's not over for sure.